Hello everyone, super excited to do this video because it's a different kind of way to shoot, even though I'm in horrible conditions. I'm sitting on my favorite boulder, the phone is on a tripod on another boulder, somehow managed to have it, I guess, aligned with earth. But any strong wind can ruin my entire video. It won't happen. So, as you know, sunset. You can see the sun. And I'm super excited because I managed to do everything I wanted today and go here and play my guitar. And even just when I arrived, which is very unusual, 2 vehicles came here. I thought that they're gonna ruin my stay here, but they came to shoot something here, also shoot me while I'm playing. Not gonna ask for the pictures because I don't need it, but it was nice. And the first thing that one of them told me, the one that spoke to me, was, "Don't worry, we won't disturb you." And I was like, I hope I don't disturb you. Which is it shows the mentality of both of us, you know. I was always shy and afraid to take space in my youth, and even when I grew up. And people are nice, you know. People get situations sometimes they don't, but they understand that I came here to be alone and to play, perhaps make this video, you know. So up until this point everything was in flow, you know, until this point of the video. I didn't plan anything, which is what I'm trying to do. But I do want to talk about my recent decision to go to Thailand for a few months. After me and my ex, we broke up, I think not more than 2 weeks passed before I understood that the only reason I didn't travel yet and didn't make my big trip, we call it in Israel, which is the usual trip everyone goes after the army, because here in Israel army is mandatory at 18. So all of the, you know, Free Palestine movement and the people that have zero idea of what's happening in Israel, they all say we are killers and we are that and we are that. We're basically, you know, teenagers going to the army because we have to, because otherwise we wouldn't have a country to live in, because we're surrounded by terrorists, and not terrorists but people that hate us also. So after the army I wanted to go and have a big trip, but then I decided I want to save some money and to work in my jobs. And I discovered my, not fate, but my current job, my current passion, which I do love, and I just ended a lesson of teaching guitar. And then I got into relationships, and when you're in a relationship it's harder to stay away for, you know, 3 to 6 months without them coming with you, and they never wanted to come, or we had issues in our relationship and no one wants to travel with someone that they're not sure about how it's gonna end up. And it's not even, it doesn't have to be your partner, it can be a friend. And the usual thing that happens is that friends go and, you know, have a trip together, and sometimes they aren't staying as friends, you know. They got separated because of the trip, because of the intensity of life that they experienced, and they couldn't be there for each other, or they didn't match anymore because they changed during the trip, which happens a lot, and I'm guessing it'll happen to me too. So after we broke up, going back to my original point, 2 weeks passed by, and then I decided I'm closing this flight for Thailand, and maybe I'll go to India, maybe I'll go to Vietnam, but I'm starting at Thailand because I know that it'll be very easy for me, or rather easy during the trip, to stay and work in my job, which is a guitar tutor, a private guitar tutor. And you have those cafes there, you have the Wi-Fi, you have the beaches, you have the luxury of coming there, and my money is worth more there than here, if it makes sense. So I could live a life that half of it is, and not even half, it's only 2 days a week, but, and not full days, but I'm teaching during those 2 days, and the rest of the time I'm either moving to a new location, staying there, doing whatever I want, doing workshops, doing I really want to go on a diving course, you say, whatever, a free dive if I could, which would be life-changing for me, I know. And the rest of the days I will travel to a new location and then acclimate before I have to teach the next, or the 2 days after I come to the new location. So everything is rather prepared for that. I didn't want to prepare anything, but I decided that I need to know at least which direction I'm going after I land in Bangkok, and then I'll go to the north, and then whatever I'll do, I don't know. But I think that I really wanted freedom. I really wanted to have a new experience that I choose and is for me, and not considering anyone else, because of course my mom wouldn't want me to go. she would, but you know, it's complicated. And when we broke up, I moved back into my parents' house after not being there for about 5 or 6 years. And you know, for me, living with my parents we get along okay, because we don't have too much of deep interactions, and I think it's good for the time being. But I'm not sure how they look at my stay there. Of course, they told me, yeah, you can come, yeah, bring your girlfriend before we broke up, stay there for a year and save money, and then you'll go and do whatever you want. But it's not my ideal way of life, and I knew that I have to go somewhere, experience the abroad and the East. I really wanted to go to the East. My first thought was India, because everyone I know always speaks about India, and they come back for 2, 3, 4 times there. But as I've said, I'm still working, so I can't be in India, I think, because I need Wi-Fi, I need warmer temperature. I need to keep on working out during the trip. I really want to work out just like I do here. Maybe not exactly that, but every 2 days, and with body weight, calisthenics. I think the decision was good. The decision was maybe at the beginning I thought maybe it's a little bit hasty. I've never said that word out loud, maybe it was a little bit hasty, but now looking back, I think that this was one of the most easiest decisions I've ever made, and it was easy because it came from not from my mind or my thoughts. It came from the heart or the soul or whatever you call it, because I knew I wanted to be there. I knew that now I'm free, I'm not obligated to a partner, and even though I didn't have the money at that time to start planning on being in Thailand for 4 or 5 months, the money will come. I think that, speaking of money, money should be less priority about almost anything. And the way the society is structured, it's always structured in lack mentality, and we always, in the social media, we always see lack. We always see people wanting more and craving things. And I think that true money comes from you being able to handle energy and to have it around you and inside of you, which means that if life throws something at me now, if I handle it well and I don't go into the places of lack and those places of deprivation or whatever, many words that supporting the idea of you craving, you needing something. I don't need anything. I have whatever I want, and if I want something more, I'm always thinking about, I'm trying to focus more on the feeling behind having that thing. Not having $1 million, but having the freedom and peace you have when you have $1 million, you know? When I'll have that mentality and that feeling, which I'm working on, I'll get $1 million easier than having the survival mode all the time and fight or flight all the time. And trust me, I've been in this state of fight or flight for a lot of time. Maybe not all the time, but I've had periods that I've had it for months, and I never want to go back there. I never want to go back into state of looking at my bank account and saying, oh, this is not enough. No, this is enough, and I'll get more. And I know I'll get more because I'm calm, and my feeling about how much I have and my thoughts about it, they shouldn't change based on how much I have in my bank account. Also, I have more money outside of my bank account, because it's not wise to have so much money in your bank account and have it lose its value. So I've talked about many subjects, and I have to make this video less than 15 minutes so far because I need to verify my account and I can't do that yet. Someone please help me reach out to YouTube. I cannot do that. And I wish you a good and blessed morning or blessed evening wherever you are. And thank you for commenting on my video and liking it. It's something else, you know. Really makes me feel good about myself, even though if there wasn't any comment, I'd still feel good about this video. So thank you very much, and I love you guys. Bye bye.